What we have to remember is that the last 3 times that the Democrats negotiated with the Republicans, in almost every instance, they gave the Republicans virtually everything that they wanted. In December, remember, a year ago, December, Democrats controlled the House, the Senate, the White House, and not only did they extend Bush's tax breaks for the wealthy, but they also provided new tax breaks in terms of the estate tax for the very, very richest people in this country. Republicans got everything they wanted. In April, with the Democrats controlling the Senate and the White House, the Republicans, as everyone remembers, threatened to shut down the government, and the Democrats went along with $78 billion in cuts from the president's budget request. Hurt a whole lot of people, and it was just not good. In August, in an outrageous display of unprincipled gamesmanship, the Republicans, for the first time in the history of this country, were prepared to not have America pay our bills, default, and the Democrats caved in there as well, providing $2.5 trillion deficit reduction package. And where we are right now is the committee is looking at up to $1.5 trillion, maybe even more. Now, what we are hearing, which makes me very nervous, is Democrats have placed on the table, and this is what I hear. I won't swear to it, but what we hear is they have put on the table cuts to Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. We heard really coming up with something very, very vague in terms of revenue, including extending Bush's tax breaks for the rich, but trying to deal with some loopholes in between. But when you talk about revenue, what you've got to remember is you can get revenue from the middle class and the working class and not just for the wealthy. So I think clearly what we have been seeing in the last few months through Occupy Wall Street, through the very strong election results a week ago from Tuesday, where right-wing extremism all over this country was defeated, huge victory in Ohio, the American people have been very clear. They are very clear about what they want, and poll after poll says it. Don't cut Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. Demand that the wealthiest people in this country, whose effective, i.e. real tax rate, is the lowest that it has been in decades, start paying their fair share of taxes, end outrageous corporate loopholes so that you don't have, many, many large profitable corporations paying nothing in taxes, occasionally getting rebates from the IRS. So you have all of that sitting out there. You have a military budget that has tripled since 1997. And I think there really is a consensus, not just among Democrats, independents, many Republicans as well, that we cannot move to a deficit reduction on the backs of the middle class, working class, people who are already been devastated, are struggling to keep their heads above water.